Well, okay, our beloveds, we have made another convert today at a local shop where our another shared her story very, very, very briefly. More that she went through a near-death experience, that she now channels the divine, and she doesn't really know who it is, but that she does what she is asked to do, and so forth and so on. She was sharing with someone her story as the person was sharing the basic story of the Salem witch trials and how the Puritans back then created a particular construct that you were not permitted to step outside of. And if you used any imagination or any creativity, that you were ostracized as a witch. So it was more that you needed to fit in than that you were not permitted to worship anything outside of that, if that makes sense. It was all or none. Either you were with us or against us, and if you were against us, you must be killed, because we cannot trust that which we don't understand, because we are fear-filled, hate-filled, and nostalgically reminiscent of the times of Jesus where people were burned on the crosses. So that is the energy of the history of this place. But now, much to Kadi's chagrin, much of it is light and playful about witchcraft and not in alignment at all with her sacred perspective of channeling the divine, because she does not think that those who come here necessarily view the meditations that one can say, the incantations, the witches, the spells, the whatever, that they would view that as holy and sacred, and instead might view it as trivia or playful activity versus something that really matters. We will channel on that in the future, because she definitely has an opinion on her perspective of it. But we just wanted to channel once from here before she leaves, because this is sacred ground for different reasons than she understands. But the vibration of this planet is shifting so much, and more is in alignment with connecting to that divinity within yourselves versus the outer voices that have told you what to do, coming from the church, the authority figures, the head of the household, that kind of stuff. And now it is coming more from within and tuning into that inner sensation. If it feels good, do more. If it feels bad, do less. And Kati is really beginning to wonder and feel how her life has changed. We won't go into it because she's becoming more and more private these days, which we shall honor. But as her central nervous system is beginning to calm down, and she's now having moments of anxiety or excitement, as we shall call it, more positively based than before, she's now noticing the difference within her own energy body of what it feels like to be in a more blissful state versus where she is energized by an outside stimulant. And overall, she doesn't like it, and she's now beginning to really recognize what feels good and what doesn't, and why. And she is attempting to share this with her daughter by not shaming her when she makes a mistake, nor judging her when she does things differently. It's just, it's okay, honey. Don't worry about it. It's fine. And so she is offering her child, her second born, her beloved daughter, much of a different experience now that we can finally share about, because her daughter is over the age of 18, how it felt to be in the home before and how it feels now. And her mama is permitted to just be love and light in all things. She was forced to parent a particular way, which she didn't even realize, because it was just this squeezing of energy. And now that she is free of it, she gets to feel and parent how she wants, and it feels good. And she gets to offer this experience to her children. Now, why are we sharing this? First of all, because we can. We have been muzzled by her, and she has overridden us in a number of channeled messages, because she said, no, I don't trust that my former partner won't file something, and I'm not willing to even take the gamble of a risk that something could occur where the court takes away my parental rights. Even though Savannah would still choose her, she does not want her daughter to have to go through such a process. So Kadi has really restrained herself, and not from a place of anger, just from a place of well-being, saying, my daughter's needs and well-being is first and foremost in my book these days, and I don't want to do anything else to traumatize her in any additional way. So I will hold my tongue until she is 18 and I feel that she won't be harmed by the court proceedings that could ensue. Now, this is what love looks like. When you set aside your own desires, your own wishes, your own beliefs, because you know that somebody else whom you love could be harmed by this. And that is the point of our message today. As she sits here really in this place of holy sacredness, being you, authentically you, and playing and expressing who you are from deep within, and finding that voice, when you find that, and be that, and yet still love your children enough to hold your tongue, to bide your time, and to find the proper expression where all is in harmony, including the well-being of your children. Well, now that is the ultimate expression of love and self-sacrifice, because you put the needs of somebody else before your own, because it feels right. But it is a self-chosen journey, and not one that the court nor anyone else should ever impose upon you. Self-love and love of others is a beautiful dance of expression. And we want to invite you all into this particular journey of finding that delicate balance between what serves you, what serves another, and then mostly what serves the universe. Because our another cannot serve the universe if her daughter has been harmed by her own actions. Not because our another will cause the harm, but because another person will take her words out of context and use them in a particular way to harm the child in a manner to get back at someone, because that's all that's left. To find the voice of reason is to find the voice of love, and to be love, to express love, to see love in others, and to be kind. Most importantly, to be kind to one another. Being kind is what we are asking each of you to tune into. What does it look and feel like in this moment to be kind? And if it's not kind and it's not necessary to bring in balance versus to vent, then just let it go. There will be other opportunities for the universe to right the wrongs, but right now, choose kindness over all other expressions, because the planet needs it most. It needs to find the kindness so that you all can get back into an expression of being love and not justice, demanding that others live and be and see and believe and express as you do. And you are getting there. Believe it or not, what looks like destruction is truly a removal of all that no longer serves you. And you and your young people especially are learning and becoming a better version of each of yourselves in this moment and this time and this space on planet Earth, as you are hurling through the universe to destinations unknown. So that is our message for today. May your beloved ones know how beloved they are in your eyes and in your lives. And may you share that with them in each and every moment, so that they never question what it means to be loved and how it feels to be loved by you and no one else. And so it is. Namaste.